The Barnett Building was made in 1903, remodeled for the first time in 1938, and was remodeled for the last time in 1975. The owners were the Barnett brothers, James, Ira, Charles. The building was a two-story masonry commercial building, constructed of sandstone walls with a facade of pressed and buttered brick trimmed with sandstone. The ceiling in the main showroom was covered with embossed tin, and the floor at the main entrance was decorated with mosaic tiles spelling out the name Barnett. 19-year-old Ira Nelson Barnett used to live in Evening Shade, located in Sharp County, and lived with his twin brothers, James and Charles Barnett, and his aunt and uncle, Maddie and Richard Dudley Williams. On September 19, 1885, Ira arrived in Batesville and went to work on the next day in the Hinkle Brothers store. In 1887, their uncle R.D. Williams bought part of Lot 1 from Hutch's widow Clarissa and moved his successful Evening Shade business there. Ira's brothers Charles and James Barnett worked for his uncle, and then later Ira joined them. Then in 1890, the three brothers became part owners of R.D. Williams & Co. The uncle's health began to fail, so he retired, and the three brothers bought an interest in the company and owned it completely by 1901. In 1903, they incorporated as Barnett Mercantile Company, and in this year they purchased lots 7, 8, and 9. In 1904, with business expanding beyond the capacity of the building, they constructed the larger department store. That store was cleverly designed so it could be portioned and rented as separate stores. The building had 8 outside entrances to the first floor, with 3 of them on Main Street. The first floor was one large room laid out in departments. In 1911, they made a studio for a popular photographer, J.R. Lewis. J.R. Lewis took photos of hundreds of school seniors, weddings, babies, and families in that studio. He ended in his career in 1953 due to health problems. In 1912, they owned Lot 6 and part of Lot 10. By 1914, the Williams Building was listed as Barnett's Barge and Annex, an outlet for the department store. A lot of people would travel a long distance just to shop at the store, so the building was equipped with toilets and dressing rooms for the people who slept in their wagons. Ira Barnett II died in 1935, which marked the end of an era for the store. In 1938, there was a fire in the second-floor dental office of Dr. W.E. Ratliff in December. It caused extensive damage to that corner of the building, and smoke and water damaged merchandise downstairs in the store. There was so much water on the first floor that holes were cut in the floor to drain it. The fire sale that followed was one of the biggest sales day that the store has experienced at that time. Ira Nelson III successfully guided the store through shortages of World War II. When Nels Barnett retired in 1973, his 3 sons, James, Nelson, and Charles Barnett, purchased the store from the family corporation that had owned it and changed the name from Barnett Brothers Mercantile Company to Barnett Brothers Department Store. They formed a new corporation, Barnett Brothers Inc., with James as company president, Nelson as vice president, and Charles as office manager. The brothers opened a supermarket in the space they had.
It was still operating in the 70s. Unlike the other national grocery stores, the customers could pay their own prices for the items they bought. The grocery store closed and was empty for 2 years.
During the 1978 remodel, it was discovered that the mastic on the old brick could not be successfully removed. The black structural glass on the Main Street side of the building was replaced with brick, but the pressed and buttered method of laying brick that was original to the building could not be replicated by the modern bricklayer. It was during this method that the entrances were combined to create one big double entrance to accommodate a central checkout system for the store. Nelson Barnett announced the brothers' intention to close the store. After a going out of business sale of its inventory, the store closed its doors on Friday, January 29, 1988.
1988 was the last year you would see the doors open for the Barnett Brothers department store. Here are some photos of posters and photos of the inside.